back up with more latest developments on the adventures of trading in the metaphysical realm. Exactly what's going on here. And had a big review last night, I guess is what I'm calling it. Because after I made the video telling you guys about, the ones that I counted, I was kind of challenged last night in last night's trade deal with some moguls. And those people that privately follow me, which I mean, like most of them, I'm not gonna lie, are like NSA agents and people like that. They follow me through these apps for security reasons, though. Because I'm dealing with over $1 million here, so of course, you're gonna have people monitoring that. But the point I'm making here is that very important because I could have lost a lot of money. However, I've been meditating on being safe and like what it means to be safe and what it means to kind of what it means to when you're faced with high level challenges and high level difficulties that would normally put you up under stress to where you would start making mistakes that you normally wouldn't have made in a more conscious mind. I'm learning how to kind of operate on that level. And I say that because when you playing with like a lot of money and it's not necessarily yours, it's like a community chest, it can make you kind of get nervous, man, and you can lose a lot of money. Like, I mean, people think this is easy when they just go to these banks and get money, and then they just turn around and lose it, and then they just like, okay, well, I'm just going to write the bank and tell them I'm filing for bankruptcy, but it's like, you just lost a lot of money, so it's like at some point you're going to create a karmic imprint. So I teach my people, like publicly, and those people that do follow me privately about how to avoid debt on a spiritual level, because it's not just paying it off or just filing for some chapter 7 or 13 or whatever the case may be and just forgetting about it, or even just saying F it and not dealing with it at all. But you leave a karmic imprint when you have debt. And I'm saying this because I started out with debt and I learned how to use debt and made profit from it, though. See, I was like born in debt. Just like most people in poverty, I was born in that shit. And, you see these companies, they're like debt consolidation. They help you get out of debt. How do you think they're making money? They're making a boatload of money because of the fact that they're helping you to get out of debt, but they're using the debt that you created as a tool to make money, however it gets challenging. And I'll talk about that more in the future, how you can actually do that and benefit from that. That's not what this episode is, but I have many ways that you can benefit from credit and debt and make money, believe it or not. Make a lot of money, believe it or not, or credit is what I call it, because it has to convert over to money at some point, but you can generate a lot of credit doing this. But the point I want to make is that out of those 78 ones, I had to exchange that. It just happened this morning. And I'm saying that because I was like really nervous. I knew it was going to come because I got in contact with, I'm not going to say who it is, a particular mogul. And come to find out, a lot of the trading, see, people think when you trading all this money, it's yours. Like, even when you start first counting it, because they're not going to tell you whose money it is. You start counting, you're like, oh, this is my monetization, woo, woo. But it's levels to all of that stuff. So when you get to the millionaire level, you start, at some point, they do transfers, meaning that, yeah, you may have counted out $1 million in monetization. However, you got to now visa somebody or pay someone, essentially, at some point. And that's what happened this morning. So people give me money and they don't realize I have 2 accounts. One account is for more like interest and was considered profit. Another account is considered like a payment. And that payment account went out for this mogul. So he's not happy about that. And this is going to kind of fall on people that, a lot of people, they call them like leechers in trading. They kind of like trade with me without paying. because they have high level security clearance. So like, meaning that they see what I'm doing and everything and how much money I have and all of this stuff, but they won't necessarily pay me anything. And this has happened for such a long time that this is causing what's called like certain people's accounts to bounce. It's actually making me a lot of money, even though I'm not, a lot of credit, excuse me, even though I'm not receiving payments, because payments are kind of like bets to stop, you know, like the cost of something going up too high. Like for instance, like when the cost of gas is going up too high, it's because some people need to be paid or Visa, then the price of gas will drop. If you don't pay someone, so you don't necessarily have to pay anyone anything in trading. And there's high level people that know this, but then at some point it causes the commodities to go up. And this happens a lot of times with third world nations. Like you see them and they put sanctions on third world nations. But then over time, it ends up causing them to go into debt, believe it or not. People in the third world nations, they operate totally off of their own hand. They don't use any credit, essentially, as far as like borrowed loans, not credit. They use credit, but they don't use loans a lot of times, and that's why they're third world nations. But that's a whole nother story. But I'm just pointing that out because our network just lost like the whole front on a trade deal. And that's what I really want to point out here on this video is like how important it is to keep getting donations in, because have we been getting those donations the way we should have, we would have lost that front this morning. It's because I have to necessarily sometimes pay and put up my commodities on certain bets when I'm trading on YouTube. This is what I'm talking about. Not even during sports, but after the sports is Visa. Because what I do is I use monetization and exchange that for points on sports. But I'm speaking of after the game is over, I have to Visa someone out. So I had to Visa out a millionaire today, and I had to come out of my account. Essentially is what I'm saying. So, and I'm just saying that because a lot of people follow me and laugh about what I do, but they don't donate. But now we're about to be going into a new contract deal with a Mogul. So you're going to see a lot of things change. He's willing to even help us with his house, as far as using his house as a part of the trades, as a commodity in our network to help to offset a lot of the liens and debts. Because you got to have a lot of money to trade. So like when a person, you know, kind of goes into our hedge fund or joins our hedge fund, they have to put up something. So anything they give me, no matter what it is, in exchange becomes a tool to trade off of. And this guy gave me a piece of his land to trade off of. And I've told you guys about this before, but we're going deeper into it. I've told you about my land before, but we're going deeper into it now and deeper into the contract. But I'm just speaking on how important it is to give small donations, even if it's just $1 or $3, if you have it, to 13signsastrology@gmail.com via PayPal. I'm not saying this just because I want to get rich, because of course, you know, I have to be responsible for every dollar, but I'm saying this small donations. It doesn't have to be anything big to you. It's like whatever, just something small to keep down on bad bets and trades, and really account leechers and people that don't give a shit about what I'm really talking about, but they just want to keep eyeing a lot of my commodities until it eventually turns into like an annuity. They almost annuity me bad. It was $1 billion put on me yesterday, believe it or not, based upon the 66 ones. I want to announce that just went out to this Mogul. They were pissed, jealous. They seeing him on his computer doing this and watching him and watching me and getting jealous and shit about shit that I don't even halfway know about, because they see he's trying to help me. So they're attacking me through my network. So that's why it's important to keep those donations coming. We got a few yesterday. I really appreciate you guys. It's just for good faith, so people will see like, okay, you know, it's money coming in or whatever the case may be. It doesn't have to be anything big. And as things grow, I really want to go down the list. And like I said, when I make my first, you know, million in cash, I want to give back money to I'm gonna give everybody cash back. It's on the list on my banking, on my PayPal account. I mean, keep records of that. So I'm gonna print out the names and the addresses and send you guys a check back. And then we can start trading off that too as well, because you can give money from giving people money too. Like you can trade off of that too as well. So it's like being charitable and all that's important. So I'll go ahead and try to get this video up. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll be coming back up with more updates on this book, is what it is. Reality book. Have a great day. Stay vigilant.